Matinee baseball on tap for you on MLB Network, coming your way from historic Fenway Park in Boston. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Red Sox. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
Number 41 gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, how I'd categorize this guy, I'd say he's a very reliable major league pitcher. Last year, ERA under 3.5, but he's consistent. What you see is what you get. He gives you innings, and he takes the ball for you. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Red Sox. And I'm looking at first base at Mitch Moreland. You know, we talk so often about his offense, but this guy's one of the best defenders in the game.
Here's Starling Marte. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Pittsburgh, center fielder Starling Marte.
And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a high pop up. Moreland is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second baseman Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in. First pitch on its way, and a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Well, the sun is out, but it is icy out here today. 43 degrees at first pitch. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Right over the middle, knee high. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a consistent and fair umpire, Matt. Sometimes he might give a little on the corners, but it doesn't ever seem to impact the game too much. That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Ready on 1 and 2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung Ho Gung, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike one. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, there aren't a lot of guys with the talent and determination of Dustin Pedroia. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Number 45 is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outings from time to time. ERA last year just a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game, and that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game, give him a chance to win. All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Pirates. And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today.
Into the box now is Dustin Pedroia as he'll lead off the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
Ogard.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. His career line against Garrett Cole. Hitless in 3 at-bats. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is McCutchen. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Runners on first with 1 down. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
Batting fourth.
Digging in, Hanley Ramirez. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Takes this the other way to right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the run will score as the Sox are off to a 1-0 lead. Throw won't get him.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second, and it's 1-0 Boston. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Now here's the pitch. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2 now.
The count is 1-2.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
That's the game changer right there. That's the difference between great and good. This is why he's great. He's able to put a ball in the corner where most guys can't.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's David Freese to stand in. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Weak chopper up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
He is throwing the ball well. He's rewriting the last name on the back of those jerseys. UGLY. Those swings are ugly.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chasing after it is Bradley. Around first, digging for 2. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Baseman, John Jaso.
Here's John Jaso now, as Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here at strike 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's 2 outs. You got to run the scoring position, but the good pitchers get stronger the deeper they go in the game.
Here it comes on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
First baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Taken in by Gung. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval.
7th, third baseman, Pablo.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Cole's ready. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And he is in there.
Well, that's just textbook hitting right there. Ball's away, stays down with it, takes his head to the ball, and just flips it into left field. Nice swing.
Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Fenway Park as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Stepping into the box, Francisco Cervelli. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Francisco Cervelli.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. One away.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Mercer.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starling Marte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail this one 1-0. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning underway. Here comes the first pitch. Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. After it is Marte. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Striding in once again, Mookie Betts. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike one. Now the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And McCutchen will put this one away, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Now at the plate, Josh Harrison. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Josh Harrison.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Here it comes on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Ready for another chance? Jung Ho Gong comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Way late on the fastball for strike one. No runs, just one hit, and one error in the contest for the Pirates so far. This is fouled off all the way to the upper deck. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than
Andrew
that.
McCutchen.
Digging in to try it again, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, and it's 0-1.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate. He's doing that in this game.
Squared that one up just a little late. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Very weakly on the ground.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hanley Ramirez.
Swing and a line drive. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run. And that success continues when he takes this pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
Now
here's Jackie Bradley now.
Jackie
As he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. Backhanded. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, that's a nice infield single. And was he flying down the line or what? But, man, you should say, hey, he's smelling that base hit right there. He was digging for that hit.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Freeze has room in foul territory. 1 down. Stepping up now, Pablo Sandoval. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch, Bradley runs. Popped up. Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
So striding in, Andrew Benintendi. A base hit in his first trip. Full sets. First pitch on the way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. We're through 4. It's now 2-0 Boston. Here's Gregory Polanco. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. One and one. Here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Here's David Freese to stand in. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. John Jaso waits on deck. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Here's John Jaso now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're still down. It's 2-0. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's a slider breaking in right there, and if it's not in on your hands, that's a dangerous pitch. He got lucky that ball didn't go further.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Ready for another shot now. Xander Bogaerts. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. This is back toward the mound. A barehanded play by Harrison. Got him.
There's just something about a barehanded play that gets you out of your seat. The way the fielder glides to the ball, grabs it with an open hand, and often begins his throw without even looking at the base. Whoo-wee, these players make it look so easy, you forget how hard it really is.
Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. He's set. Here it comes. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Matt, I thought they were working around him right here, and he went out and swung at a ball that wasn't even in the zone. So now he's letting his pride get in the way. If they're going to walk you, let them walk you.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt here. Full sets. Here's the 0-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're up 2-0. Here's the catcher, friend. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This guy's one of the great pitchers in the game. When he's pitching from 0-2 counts, hitters don't have a chance.
And now a pitch on the way. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Striding in once again, Jordy Mercer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning. And that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Here's Starling Marte, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does not. It gets by out there, and that'll let the inning continue.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. They got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for you.
Josh Harrison stands in
as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
0-1 count and the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail things here 2-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Hanley Ramirez. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he can square it and keep it fair.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Well, you find yourself down 0-2, and the last swing you take is a bad swing. It doesn't give you a lot of confidence as a hitter, that's for sure.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit in the air to center field. Marte is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The first baseman, number 18, Mitch Moreland.
Ready for another chance? Mitch Moreland. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. And that'll bring up the versatile Jung-Ho Kang. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Well, that's what you want right there. Late inning, leadoff base hit. Now the tying run comes to the plate. You got a shot to do some things.
McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
I don't know about his decision not to swing there. Hitters count. You get a fastball, middle in. That's the one you drive out of the ballpark.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Andrew McCutchen is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Gregory Polanco comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. No hits to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Digging in once again, David Freese. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1.
Well, that got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Wade LeBlanc is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Pablo Sandoval will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Pulled softly out toward right. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Now that's popped up. Freese is calling for it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher Blake Swihart.
Digging in and looking for more, Blake Swihart. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Harrison has it on to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Red Sox are out in front 2-0. Ready for another shot now. John Jaso. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Jaso.
First delivery to him on the way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game.
Digging in to try it again, Francisco Cervelli. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Here's Jordy Mercer now. 0-for-2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground left side. Scooped up on the backhand. And from deep in the hole, he got him. What a play, and that ends the inning. Off of one leg in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more on opening day after this. Ready once again, Dustin Pedroia. He'll see what he can do leading off the home eight. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gung to his left. He's there. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Settling in now, Xander Bogaerts. Lifetime versus this pitcher. Hitless in 3 at-bats. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a hard liner toward short. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Here's Mookie Betts trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. He's set and the pitch. Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
1 out and a runner on second base. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Betts is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Bradley Jr.
Digging in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. His prior history versus this arm, 1 for 3. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Here's the 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And that's through into center field, base hit. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling right there.
Into the box now, Mitch Moreland. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Jaso will be under it to put it away, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. We've played 8 full. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Pirates nothing. Here's Starling Marte. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base, so I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Moreland near the first base bag, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a play.
Now batting, shortstop, Jung-Ho Gun.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung-Ho Gun. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Pitch number 100 on its way. In there for strike 1. On On the ground to the left side. Sandoval fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
Ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Pirates, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base.